Hello everyone, it is Friday, February 26, 2021. Of course, Wednesday was New Comic Book Day, and the reason this video is being done on Friday is because my work hours have changed and I am unable to pick up my books early on Wednesday anymore. So the books are either going to be picked up Wednesday after work or Thursday, which means the videos are either going to be done late Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. So I'm going to try to get them out on Thursdays. Unfortunately, this week it happened to be Friday, so probably look for the new videos to come out on Thursday, occasionally maybe on a Wednesday if I'm not too tired from work and I'm able to pick up my titles. So not a big week for books, especially mainstream. I picked up 2 DCs and 1 Marvel, but some really nice independent stuff. So first one we pick up, Dark Detective from Future State, number 4. I'm not going to buy a lot of the Future State stuff. I will buy the Batman titles, but I'm kind of staying away from DC right now until they figure out what they're going to do with the direction of the stories and the characters that they have, because I don't even think they know what they're going to do, which is very disappointing for a lot of fans out there. The second book I picked up from DC, issue number 3 of Batman Black and White, right here. Really nice looking cover right there. Cover sold out real fast, so I was lucky to get one of these. This was in my pool box. And that was it for DC. Next up, from Marvel, Daredevil number 25, a 3rd print. Right here, picked up one of those. Just kind of a cool looking cover. It's kind of the 2nd print, but still a nice looking cover right there. And that was it for mainstream. Independents now, really nice pickup for independents this week. Some titles that I was looking forward to. I've read most of these, so let's jump right into it. First up, from Broadsword Comics, Tarot, Witch of the Black Rose, number 126. I loved the story this week. This was kind of a, urban legend story tale about a lady in the lake who grabs people who get too close to the water. I liked it. I kind of like stuff like that, so really good story on that. Next up from Image, Two Moons, number 1, cover A, and cover B. And I read this story as well. Absolutely love this story. I'm looking forward to issue number 2. Really good story. I hope they take it in a direction that just kind of draws you in. But the first issue, I'm all in on. That was very good. Next up, no introduction, Ice Cream Man number 23. The talk show cover here. And the ice cream truck cover. Kind of gets washed out with the light with that white ice cream truck. Now, if you look at the Ice Cream Man storyline, a lot of them are really holding their value, and it's kind of jumping on, not so much the recent issues, but a lot of those issues, even in the 14, 15, 16, 17 numbers, have a pretty good resale value for those of you who do that. And the reason being is because they're not flooding the market with the Ice Cream Man stories in the books, so they did it really smart. They kept the numbers low, which makes the demand higher and people get excited for it, so it was smart on that. Just kind of a cover purchase here. This is Unsacred from Ablaze Comics. I just like those Christmas covers, and that's a pretty good one there. From Scout Comics, By the Horns. I haven't read this one yet, but I am looking forward to it. Again, another white cover that's being washed out. And this was a cover purchase only. It's a homage cover. This is from Behemoth Comics. This is Paranormal Hitmen, number 1. I don't need to tell you what that's a homage to, because everybody knows, of course, first appearance of the Punisher. Really cool looking cover right there. So I picked it up just for the cover only. I love homage covers. Next up, another book from Aftershock, Nuclear Family, number 1. Read this one, really liked this storyline. I'm looking forward to the next one. This has a chance to really do something. Of course, a lot of stories that relate to like nuclear holocaust and things of that nature usually do pretty well. So this is starting off pretty good. Stray Dogs number 1. This is from Image Comics. They had a couple of covers. This is the only cover I picked up. This was, of course, the Silence of the Lambs parody right here. But the story was really good as well, so I am looking forward to that. They also had another A cover and then a blank variant on this. But if you kind of like stories like this, go ahead. I like stories with animals like that. One of my favorite stories was Red Rover Charlie, which was a really good storyline that I enjoyed. So there was that. Next up from Image, Spawn 315. This is one cover here. And classic Spawn right there on a building. Had to pick that up. And of course, with the announcement from Todd McFarlane that the Spawn multiverse is going to break off into 4 different storylines. So we're going to see where that takes some of these characters like Gunslinger Spawn. You know, I'm looking forward to see what they're going to do with it. So again, I'm kind of a Spawn fan, so I'll see what he does. McFarlane's always going to come up with something good to draw people in. Issue number 2 from Abstract, Serial. Read this one, liked this one as well. I like this story. These sold out real quick. They're not printing a whole lot of these, so, you know, if you have a chance to pick one of these up and put it away, go ahead, because that has an opportunity to maybe do something down the line as it relates to a television show or something like that. And then, of course, a book that needs no introduction from Boom Studios, Something That's Killing the Children, number 15. This is the last issue of this particular storyline, and the next issue is coming out May 26th, I believe it is, and it is the origin of Erica Slaughter, our young lady right there. So I'm anxious to see how the story continues. Is it going to continue to be hot, or is it going to cool down a little bit since you're going to have a few months between issues? So we will see about that. Speaking of books that are coming out in the future, I get a lot of people requesting me, requests for me to give them some of my hot picks down the road, so they have an opportunity to order some of the things, because, you know, whether you like the channel or not, you can't argue with the fact that I've thrown a lot of independent stuff out there that has done very, very well on the secondary market. And so I'll give you a couple that I'm looking forward to. These are just books that I'm looking forward to. This isn't anything that's a guarantee that it's really going to take off and put tons of money in your pocket, but you never know. First one, cover purchase only on these, from Dynamite, Vengeance of Vampirella. It's a cover B. The cover B looks really, really nice, so I'm going to grab one of those. From Boom, the people who brought you Something That's Killing the Children, we have a book called Eve, first issue of Eve. A cover A I like, and that gets released May the 5th. We talked about Something That's Killing the Children, number 16. Of course, the origin of Erica Slaughter, being released May 26th. So I am looking forward to that, because Something That's Killing the Children is one of the best stories I've read in a long time, many, many years. And we'll see what they do with the character. See, you know, probably shows how she's a little girl and things like that, but I am looking forward to it. From Abstract, Serial number 4. I just like the storyline, so I am looking forward to that one there. From Aftershock, a couple of number 1 here. Silver City number 1. Silver City number 1 from Aftershock. That gets released May the 12th. Nuclear Family number 4 of the storyline. I really love the first one, so I'm looking forward to that, which is May 26th. Scout's Honor number 5. Scout's Honor is another book that I'm really enjoying. I think it has some legs to it. That is going to be released May 12th. And then Maniac of New York number 4, of course, our Jason Friday the 13th kind of takeoff with a killer in New York hacking people up. Issue number 4 comes out May the 12th. And then finally, a cover purchase only from Zenescope. Now, we talk about how Zenescope really draws, you know, female characters really, really well. This is a cover B of a book called Man Goat and the Bunny Man, number 2, cover B. Really, really nice looking cover. I am looking forward to that. And then a lot of you like it when I show older books, but again, hope you enjoyed the list I gave you for some books. Order some of those if you think they're going to do something. Those are the ones that I'm looking forward to. Next up, a Golden Age pre-code book I picked up from my friend Brian at Cosmic Comics. This is Wanted, issue number 25. Low grade. Nothing really, you know, high grade about this book at all, but just a really, really cool pre-code crime book. Love them, and I am going to buy them whenever I can find them complete, attached, full story. I'm picking these up. So Wanted right there from 1950, and then you see the painter's tape on the back. I love that painter's tape. Makes it doesn't stick. It works real well. We talked about that in a prior video. And then finally, if you are monitoring sales on the sports card, hobby card market right now, you are going to see things are just absolutely berserk. If you don't believe me, I've sold some things recently. that I got amazing prices on, prices I never thought I would get for certain things, but I am, because the market's just going absolutely crazy, especially as it relates to basketball cards, especially the big three, which is LeBron, Kobe, and Michael Jordan. And then vintage baseball cards now are really starting to sell for real big money. We're talking in the $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 range for cards that you were able to pick up for a few $1,000s just like a year ago. So again, like we had discussed, I think there's a manipulation in the market going on right now. And if you have stuff like that and you want to make some money, now is the time to sell that stuff, because it will not last. These cards are not going to stay at that value, because again, there's some type of a manipulation in the market going on with these graded cards. And like I say, that's good for them if they can make the money, but the feeding frenzy is real. So talking about that, I was just going through a bunch of cards. I used to have a card business, as you know, and I picked up a box of Avengers cards back in 2016, and they had a thing called Archive Cuts. Now this is where they take a card and they had cut a part of a book out and attached it to a card as a insert. Now this particular one is from Avengers number 9. This one here is Avengers 81. Really nice vision right there. And these don't sell for a whole lot. These are pretty cheap. I mean, you can pick these up in the, $5 to $20 range for single panels like this. And it's just kind of cool, especially with everything going on. But those were just, that's a full vision. And I did pick up a short print one. This is numbered to 41. This is from Tales of Suspense 87. And I got a full Iron Man and a really full Captain America on that. Try to bring that closer to the screen for you right there. Really, really cool concept. I'm sure they were grabbing reader copies of these books. I don't think they're taking mint books and cutting them up, because I don't think anybody would allow that to happen. But again, really, really cool concept. And that was kind of like the front of the card right there. So there was that. Again, cards are just going real crazy right now. So if you have that stuff, throw it up on eBay. Make yourself some money. What you can do is you can flip that money into vintage comics if you want, or you can flip it into more, other products or whatever other hobbies you do or other collectibles that you like to do. And if you don't believe me, if you go to Targets here in Las Vegas, there are people who literally stand there from morning until night waiting for the vendor to come in and restock those shelves of cards. I went to the Target by my house the other day. I was looking for something, walked in, and there's like 9 people standing in there, just standing by the cards, just waiting for a vendor who may not show up. And they do that every single day just for the hopes of getting a couple of these, what they call hanger packs, and then just flipping them on eBay for ridiculous profit, because you can buy them at Target for $14.99 and they sell online on eBay for, stupid amounts of money. So, good for you. Again, the videos are kind of hit and miss moving forward. Again, I will try to do the videos on Wednesday night, depending on if I can pick up the books, but you're looking at probably Thursday or Friday for that. I'm trying to do different things right here. Someone was asking me what this piece is right here. This is from an artist, a friend of mine named Vic Moya, and he did a book called Testament about the heavy metal band Testament, and that is the front page original artwork right there of the inside cover front page, page number 1, because I am a huge Testament fan, and he did it. He gave me a nice price on it. It's a cherished part of my collection. So if you're watching this, Vic, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. And he also did the artwork that I showed a long time ago as it relates to like the Jason and the Michael Myers artwork that he did for me. That's framed and hangs on my wall right over there. So there's what we have. If you're a subscriber to this channel, I want to thank you very much. I appreciate all the support I get on this channel, and I appreciate all the kind words. It means a lot to me, and it's that type of positive feedback that I get that keeps me doing this week in and week out. So again, if you're a subscriber, thank you very much. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell if you want to see new videos come up. If you want something to talk about, put it in the comments, and we will kind of go from there. So I hope you liked the video, but as always, if you didn't, nothing I can do for you. Have a great, great day, and I will see you very soon.